The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about the BHB members in New York, man. They let it be known, bro, that they not messing with Q50 and them running with their name, bro. And they let it be known, bro. It's about to be a problem. Let's jump straight into it. If y'all don't know, y'all better go do your homework on the BHBs in New York. Dude took 30 years, LeBron, one of their leaders, bro, and it's a whole bunch of other dudes up under them that it took some real time and then really put some real work behind that name in New York. Now, all due respect to Q50 and the Hounds in Chicago, however long y'all been running with that name, I give y'all at least 4-5 years. Dude and them been in the streets, bro, for a long time, bro. I've been hearing about the brims in New York, bro. I can't even front about that, bro. I've been hearing about that name, bro. That Hounds name really, I heard it first coming from New York. Now, you would think that something that's petty as a name, bro, that's not that serious for somebody to be going at all. But when dudes doing 30 years, 25 years, and they didn't really put some work behind that name, they don't care about no rap group in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, they not going for that. You know what I'm saying? And real got to recognize real, bro. They had that name first, bro. The Hounds really come from New York, bro. That's really a name that the red team used in New York. We'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? They been stamped that in the streets, man. Go do your homework, man. Dude and them been stamped that in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Dude and them been getting indicted. You know what I'm saying? Dude and them was I remember like 2012, 13, bro, they had a big sweep, a big indictment. You know what I'm saying? Dude and them been stamped that name, bro. Is it so if you're not in the streets, you'd be like, oh, that's not a big deal. They from Chicago, they from New York. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. You can't, when them Hounds and them get to doing them shows, Q50 and them, and they get to going city to city, you think New York about to let them step in New York, New Jersey, anywhere in that area and say Hounds when they feel like that they put that work in the street first, bro. They just ain't no rappers. They ain't on TV. They ain't on social media. They not really known on the internet wise. So you're not gonna know these dudes. These is real street dudes. So yeah, a lot of us gonna side with Q50 and Lil Jeff and all of them. Yeah, because bro, we fans of them. You feel me? You know, they rappers, they artists. Yeah, of course they street dudes too. But you get what I'm saying? Them dudes ain't nothing rapping about them. Ain't nothing playing about them dudes. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes is still getting indicted to today. I wouldn't go to New York screaming that junk, bro. But at the end of the day, y'all some grown men. Whatever y'all choose to do. But real recognize real, bro. In the same way, dudes in Chicago get like that, dudes in New York get like that. This was a warning telling them, bro, y'all not the real Hounds. I'm telling y'all, bro, this was a warning, bro. Listen, New York is ran a little bit different than other states, bro. Detroit, the youngest is running crazy. Philly, they running crazy. Chicago, they running crazy. New York has a little bit of structure. You ain't speaking up for the gang and saying something like you taking our name if you ain't got no status in the gang or that word ain't come down from the top. Ain't no anybody about to just speak up for the gang like that in New York. You'll get Peter rolled like it ain't nothing. Them dudes, they got a little structure in their city. You feel me? But if you look at Detroit and Chicago and Philly and all that, no, and these young dudes ain't listening to no older dudes. Ain't no big homie, ain't no none of that, bro. You probably had this block 10 years ago, but right now it's ours. You feel me? They'll change the name up in 30 seconds. All right, we went from such and such, now we this. You feel me? So it ain't no honoring the older dudes in some of these cities. But New York, you can't come out and say something like this, bro, unless you got status or the word came from up top. All of these gangs in New York is started from prison, bro. So who you think you answering to? Who you think the streets is answering to in New York, bro? You answering to the prison, bro, which a lot of cities is like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because all the big dogs, bro. Listen, never get it misconstrued, bro. The streets is always gonna have to answer to the big dogs in jail, bro. Regardless of who you is or what you think you running, bro. You feel me? La Brim is still him, bro. You feel me, man? You know, but I wish dude the best. You know, he had to sit down for a 30-piece no biscuit, you know. So for all the kids out there, when you step into them gangs, if you ain't sitting down ready to do a 30-piece no biscuit, no coleslaw, bro, I wouldn't jump in these streets, man. You know, it's sad to think that a name is that serious, that these dudes might really ended up going at it. But I know how the streets go. Them dudes is really sitting in prison behind that name and behind what they put in these streets. You think they about to let somebody run state to state and as a rap group? Dang, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Whether if y'all stamped it in the streets of Chicago or not, bro, New York already had that name, bro. I got to give them their credit, bro. I got to give them their credit, bro. They already had that name. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids. It ain't never too late. We tore down these communities. Let's build them back up. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?